Hello crafters, and welcome to this week's update from Picture to Page Beyond Papercraft shows, where we nurture your creativity with in-person and online events. And I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director from Picture to Page, and we are so excited to be joining you for our second update for 2023. Now, whether you're watching us here live on Facebook or you're watching a replay on Facebook or YouTube, pop in the comments and let us know that you're there, ask any questions, and that is the best way to get up-to-date information. Now, today we've got a dash of inspiration and we've got updates on all 4 of our activities that are happening over the next 3 months. There is a lot happening here at From Picture to Page headquarters. So firstly, a dash of inspiration. I'd like to encourage you, when you head into your craft supplies, whether they're new ones or you've pulled out some old ones that you haven't used before, is to put on your detective hat or your scientist coat and be curious about these new craft supplies. Sometimes I think we jump in, we've seen them somewhere else, we expect them to work a certain way, and that can be really frustrating if we don't have that curious mindset like a detective or a scientist. So I'd like you to try and explore your new craft supplies. If they're paints, how opaque or translucent are they? If they're water-soluble crayons, how pigmented are they? What surfaces do they work on? I have recently got some new paint markers, and I've tried them over both text paper and black, so I can see there how they look. So when I go to use them in my creations, I'm not surprised. I have a really good understanding of how those materials work. Now for card making, the same thing. Which inks have you got? Which ones are water soluble? Which ones are permanent, so that you can put watercolors over them? Whether you're doing scrapbooking, what do your different adhesives look like? How do you build up those layers? What works for you and what doesn't? So that is my dash of inspiration for this week. When you start out with some new craft supplies, or something you haven't played with for a while, pop on your detective hat or your scientist coat and be curious and learn what's going on. Now, our Northern Craft Show is only just 4 weeks away. It's on the 25th and 26th of February at the Plenty Ranges Art and Convention Centre out in South Morang. Now, there's public transport there. There is free car parking. Now, of course, for all the details, you know what to do. Head over to our website, from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. There you can see exactly where you get there. And then after Friday, we will be releasing all of the retailers for the Northern Show. So, of course, those of you on our email list will get the very news first into your inbox. It'll list all the retailers that will be at the Northern Show, who's doing classes, who's doing make and takes, who's doing demonstrations, and also tickets will be on sale. So as always, our email list will get that first, and then we will report back next week letting you know exactly what's going on. But I hope by now you have that marked in your diaries. The Northern Show, which is at a very new venue, the Plenty Ranges Art and Convention Centre, so PRACC, and that is up in South Morang, and it's on the 25th and 26th of February, so I hope you are ready. Now, last week we announced that we were doing a Destash market. I'm very excited to announce that we have launched that to our email list for those that are interested in registering as sellers. We've had a fantastic response. Now, that is going to be on the Saturday, the 4th of March, not far from our headquarters in the Notting Hill Community Hall, which is in Ferntree Gully Road, Notting Hill, which is sort of between Clayton, Mount Waverley, Oakley, before you get to Scoresby, in that neck of the woods, and it's in Ferntree Gully Road, not far from Blackburn Road. So, of course, all the details have been added to our website, and you can click on the Destash one, and it gives you an outline of the sellers and what our requirements and conditions are there, and that'll have the tickets available as well. So make sure you got Saturday the 4th of March penciled in. Now, I know there's a few of you might be wondering, why Destash? Why come along to one that we're hosting? Well, firstly, you don't have to have people in your own home. We've hired a hall, so we've got a safe, neutral space where you can come along and not be worried about having people close to home. You know that you won't be dealing with some of those Facebook and marketplace scams that are around at the moment. We're hearing all sorts of dreadful stories when people try and sell things online. So by coming to a Destash, you know you're in a safe environment. It's completely contained, and you won't have to worry about sending money or receiving money from unknown people. And of course, we're bringing the crafters to you. So crafters are coming along looking for a bargain. If you just had a normal garage sale or went to a trash and treasure sale or a car boot sale, you're not necessarily getting crafters coming to look for your products. But at the P2PCrafts Destash market, you know you'll have crafters there that can give your craft supplies the very best rehoming. So they're all the reasons why we would love to see you as a seller or a crafter at our Destash market on Saturday the 4th of March. Now, we've also got the Train and Hobby Show coming up. Oh my goodness, that's the 11th, 12th and 13th of March at Sandown on the Labor Day weekend. We've got a fantastic lineup of retailers as well as some artists. We've got some different creative guilds as well. And the great thing about the Train and Hobby Show is you can bring the whole family. You can look at the model trains. You can have ride-on trains. You can see those retailers, and then you can see the Makers Arts and Crafts retailers as well. So for all of those details, head over to the trainandhobbyshow.com.au and then click on the Makers Arts and Crafts tab, and you will see a full list of who's going to be there, and we'll be adding some more in the upcoming days. We also had put a call out for those of you that might want to sell your handmade items. That will be closing soon as well. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch with me and we will send you out the details. And then last but certainly not least, towards the middle of March, we are heading back to Bendigo Showgrounds on the 18th and 19th. The call for retailers are out. We're getting those finalised and details will be available over the next few weeks. But as I said, the best place to get all the information is to head over to our website from picture2pageandbeyond.com.au. Make sure you sign up for our email newsletter. We've got all of our shows listed there with details on how to get there, public transport options, maps on where to park, and as well as we've added all the Destash market dates and our online show dates, and they're coming up as well. We've got some dates penciled in and more details soon. And then finally, update on our Papercraft Posse. So that is our Facebook group where our community can come together, ask questions and share your gorgeous creations. So welcome to all of our new members. It's fantastic to have an influx of new members at the start of the year. And we've had some fantastic shares. We've had some scrapbooking by Debbie. We've had some cards by Lavina, and Denise from Luscious Labels has been showing the cards she's made with some of her gorgeous new releases. We've got a list of upcoming classes and workshops by Craft Zone and by Catherine as well. So as always, we would love you to share what you're working on. If you've got any questions, get in touch with the retailers through the group as well, because it is a really supportive group of crafters that understand our frustrations when things don't work and know how hard it can be to find things sometimes. So that's it for this week's update. Oh, hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, like I said, pop in the comments, say hi, let us know that you are there. We are so looking forward to seeing you at one of our upcoming shows. So, our Northern show at South Morang on the 25th and 26th of February, our D-Stash on Saturday, the 4th of March, the Train and Hobby show on the 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th of March, and then off to Bendigo on the 18th and 19th of March. And I have just realised recently that all those weekends are almost consecutive. So it's going to be a busy few months, but that's okay. We're here to bring craft into our community, and that's what we are dedicated to do. So like I said, for all of those details, and to make sure you're on our email list so you'll be the very first to get all the details as they get released, head over to our website from picture2pageandbeyond.com.au. Leave a comment, like us, share us with your crafting friends, and we really look forward to catching up with you soon. So this is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.